Station wagons. They're pretty cool, aren't they? Station wagons are one of my favorite types of automobiles in the whole world. And like a lot of other people who also love station wagons, I'm also very sad to see that they're practically disappearing off the face of the earth. And there's really only one thing to blame it on, and that's SUVs. I did a little bit of digging into the subject, and I found out that back in 2022, I believe in the first half of the year, 49.9% of new cars sold in Europe were all SUVs. And that doesn't surprise me at all, because SUVs are what makes the world go around. However, recently, two different automakers revealed two very different station wagons. I'm talking about the Mercedes E-Class Estate and the Neo ET5 Touring. And it got me wondering, what's gonna happen to station wagons in the future? So let's go ahead and speculate and discuss in this video. First thing I want to do is give you a little bit of an overview of both of these cars. So the Mercedes E-Class Estate is the latest station wagon version of the very popular Mercedes E-Class. It comes to us a couple months after the sedan was revealed, and it's basically the same car, but it's a long roof with a bigger cargo area and more practicality. It'll offer a variety of different powertrains, including gasoline, diesel, and plug-in hybrids, and there will also be a 6-cylinder engine available in the future, which seemed very odd to me because the new C-Class, for example, only offers 4-cylinder engines, and I thought Mercedes was getting ready to abandon 6 cylinders altogether, but I guess I was wrong about that. Meanwhile, the Neo ET5 Touring is the station wagon version of the Neo ET5, which is an electric car built in China. Again, bigger focus on practicality and a really rather nice looking long roof body. The range will be, according to the WLTP cycle, 560 kilometers. And they're targeting stuff like the BMW 3 Series Touring, the Mercedes C-Class Estate, and of course the Tesla Model 3. Because yes, the Neo ET5 is targeting the European market specifically. So those are two very different station wagons that were recently announced, and it was kind of a breath of fresh air to see station wagons being announced after SUV announcement after SUV announcement after SUV announcement. So, there are obviously some automakers who still believe in the long roof car. So I started wondering, what's going to happen with station wagons in the future? And honestly, with the way things are looking right now, I think that wagons are here to stay. Now, a lot of companies, a lot of automakers have completely given up on station wagons. Toyota is one that I can think of. They're practically all in on the SUV craze, with the occasional Camry and that new Crown sedan they just came out with. Citroën has practically given up on station wagons as well. The C5X technically is a wagon, but that's like 3 different cars rolled into one. And a lot of automakers just don't believe in the station wagon format anymore. But just by the fact that there are still station wagons coming out and they're still doing okay in the European market, but not quite as well as SUVs, goes to show that maybe we can reignite, the auto industry rather, can reignite interest in station wagons. Because as I'm sure some of you are aware if you're following the automotive industry, SUVs don't have a very long future. I mean, SUVs will always be a part of the automotive lineups all over the world. There are still people who'd like an SUV for this reason or that reason, but they're not going to be a replacement for cars. Like, they're not going to be the only thing that the automaker offers. You hear that, Ford USA? Because SUVs have their own problems, especially electric SUVs. They cost a lot to make. The production process is more damaging to the environment than you might expect. And of course, they are terribly, terribly unsafe if you're a pedestrian about to get hit by one, or if you're in a different vehicle that's smaller. And also, a station wagon can do practically all of the things that an SUV would. First of all, let's be honest, how many SUVs, aside from stuff like your Toyota Land Cruisers and Jeep Wranglers and Ford Broncos and what have you, how many family SUVs actually go off-road? Not many, right? And none of those family SUVs like the RAV4 and the Opel Grandland and stuff like that, the Skoda Kodiaq, none of them have true off-roading capabilities. They just have on-demand all-wheel drive. Well, guess what? Station wagons also offer on-demand all-wheel drive and have basically the same off-roading capability with slightly less ground clearance, or the same ground clearance if it's an off-road wagon like an Audi Allroad or a Mercedes E-Class All-Terrain, for example. And it just puts it into a different perspective. Also, station wagons are smaller, they weigh less, they cost less than SUVs more often than not, they are less damaging to the environment. They're not obnoxious. You don't get labeled as this person or that person when they see you driving one. And they have all the practicality, functionalities of any other SUVs. Like, they have a big cargo area, they have tons of room in the back seats, and they can tow. And it's not just the German automakers who still believe in station wagons. Volvo has confirmed that even though they're planning to switch to an all-electric lineup, like pretty much everybody else, they will have station wagons be a part of their lineup in the coming years as well. The station wagon will never not be a part of Volvo's lineup, if that makes any sense. It'll be an integral part of the lineup in the future. And honestly, I think that's a good thing. Now, SUVs will have a future. There's still people who need to tow massive things. There's still people who need to carry 7 passengers regularly, but that's why you get a minivan. And there will be always a market for SUVs. I don't think that they should be the only thing that we can buy new, because, you know, not everyone wants an SUV. Everyone wants it for the vanity or the high driving position or what have you. But you could adjust the seats on a station wagon. No, I'm kidding. That doesn't matter. But you get my point. Honestly, I truly believe that station wagons will be a part of the automotive industry for years to come, because they have pretty much all the functionalities of an SUV with far less of the drawbacks that come with owning an SUV and driving an SUV. So let me know what you guys think of the whole SUV station wagon debacle, this whole topic, in the comments below. Just wanted to do a quick little video on this topic because I love station wagons and I want to see them survive. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel. Also follow me on Twitter. There will be a link in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.